It's that time of the year and no one likes to be sick. And for many, especially your clients focusing on their nutrition and health goals, getting sick is a setback they want to minimize or avoid altogether. That's why in today's video, I'll show you the science of immune boosting and a step-by-step strategy to coach your clients through sickness so they can get back on track and tackling their health goals. Here we go. We are now entering flu and cold season and there's not much we can do about that. But is there anything we can do to avoid getting sick? This is an important question and one I know your nutrition clients are asking all the time. I feel like I'm getting sick all the time. This cold will just not go away. Do I even have an immune system? Great question, Sick Mark. Can I call you Sick Mark? Yes. Okay, great. But before we get too far, let's talk about the immune system because it's at the middle of all this. Your immune system is your natural defense system to foreign invaders, from things like viruses and bacteria, which we'll talk about today, all the way to toxins and even healing wounds. Your immune system is what helps us get better and recover. On the daily, you are exposed to potentially harmful bacteria and viruses, which your immune system recognizes and deals with right away. So the key here is keeping your immune system healthy all year round, not just in cold and flu season to prevent an infection and sometimes even disease. Your immune system is a complex, interconnected system with two main layers, the innate and the adaptive immune system. Innate immunity is your first line of defense. You can think of innate immunity as protective barriers, skin that defends and separates, stomach acid that destroys, and immune system cells that attacks things that aren't normal. It's not specific, it just senses danger and does its thing. Whereas adaptive immunity is smart, it learns to recognize the invader. You have cells located in tissues all over your body that learn and remember specific harmful substances so they can destroy them. They do this by creating antibodies which recruit more immune cells for more efficient and quick response. This is how our immune system functions, both in preventing you from getting sick but also reducing the severity. Okay, that's great, Dr. Mark, but is there anything I can do to boost my immune system? Unfortunately, no, not really, especially not in the way that you think of, like taking a supplement or a special food and everything being enhanced. But I'm a man that demands answers, so here's what the science says does work to strengthen or at least prepare your immune system for pathogens or disease. All right, so there's no guarantee I don't get sick, but there's gotta be something I can do, like eat citrus fruit or elderberry syrup. There's got to be something I can do to get better, right? Sure there is. Let's think about this in two phases, starting with long term. There are things that you should be doing year round to improve your immunity. Sure, it's common during cold and flu season to want to seek out specific foods or supplements, but in most cases, it's not going to be one specific thing that keeps you healthy. Let's take a look at the big picture, starting with a balanced diet. Consuming enough nutrients as part of a balanced diet in the right amounts that helps you reach your health goals is important for your overall health, but also for your immunity and immune cells. Although there's probably nothing special about specific foods, the immune system does need specific nutrients, like vitamin C, vitamin D, iron, selenium, and zinc to function, as well as an overall protein and energy intake that supports healthy functioning. These nutrients can be found in a variety of different plant and animal foods and should make up a healthy and balanced diet. Outside of that, research suggests that avoiding ultra-processed foods like sugary drinks, store-bought cookies, and chips can negatively impact your immune system. And since your gut is one of the primary locations for keeping pathogens out of your body, it's not a bad idea to eat adequate fiber, which is 14 grams for every 1,000 calories that you eat, and potentially other pre and probiotics. So that's a balanced diet. And next we have sleep. So sleep and immunity go hand in hand. Since sleep is the time your body rests and recovers, a healthy immune system needs enough sleep. Adults should be aiming for anywhere between 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Research has shown that adults that get less than that are more likely to get sick. Prioritizing and managing sleep is easy with the right sleep hygiene. Hygiene? I'm sick, I don't smell. No. Sleep hygiene is just what health experts refer to as good sleep habits that sets you up for a restful night's sleep. Some helpful ones include going to bed at the same time each night and keeping a schedule, minimizing caffeine later in the day, sleeping in a dark room, and minimizing screens too close to bedtime. Stuff like that. But what else can help? How about hydration? Now keep in mind, being hydrated won't prevent you from getting sick, but being dehydrated makes you more susceptible to disease and sickness. Plus, it's important for your overall health. For men, they should be aiming around 4 liters of fluid per day, whereas women are closer to 3 liters. There's room to be much more specific with these numbers depending on the individual, but I'll save that for another video. Outside of that, and this really isn't my area of expertise, but try to limit excess stress when possible. If that vague advice isn't helpful, which I'm sure it isn't, regular exercise and mindfulness techniques like meditation and breathing may help, especially if you find that you do get sick a lot and stress is to blame. Now keep in mind there are other factors that can depress your immune system like age and being immunocompromised. Okay, I do all that, but I'm I'm still sick. I want to take something. Can't you just tell me to take something? Fair enough. Here's some suggestions that don't have a ton of evidence, but won't harm you or at least set you back. So as long as you're fine spending your money on something that may not help, go for it. Since many nutrients are necessary for the immune system, many people will take them in the form of supplements or food when they get sick. For example, we have number 1, vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency does increase your risk of getting sick, but there doesn't seem to be extra benefits when adequate levels are met. However, most people living in cold climates should supplement with vitamin D with exact levels depending on their blood concentration. We also have vitamin C, which is one of the most popular supplements for the common cold. This has given rise to the popularity of people wanting to eat oranges and other citrus fruits when they're sick. And it may be effective in 11,000 adults taking anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C. The duration of the cold was decreased by around 8%, although it had no influence on actually preventing the cold. We also have zinc. So supplementing with zinc might help prevent against respiratory tract infections. And in a review of 575 people with a common cold, taking more than 75 milligrams of supplemental zinc per day reduced the duration of their colds by around 39%. But we also have some herbal products like garlic. Garlic may enhance immune health mainly from its properties as an anti-inflammatory and antiviral. One study showed supplementing with garlic decreased the incidence of the common cold by around 30%. And lastly, we have elderberry. Elderberry is popular in cold and flu season because it's long been used to treat infection. Some of the research has been shown to reduce severity. There is, however, some extra risk with elderberry supplementation. So use it under the direction of a qualified health professional. All right, Dr. Mark, as you already noticed, I'm already sick. So do I adjust my training or eating in any way? Sick, Mark. Sorry to hear you've fallen ill. But here's the deal. This is something that is a short-term issue. It's totally manageable. I know you're super dedicated to your training and nutrition, and you probably don't want anything to change. But this is how you need to view this. Don't let this short-term issue turn into a long-term setback by not taking care of yourself. Here are my suggestions and what you should adjust. Instead of just putting your head down and sticking to the exact same plan, which could make this process so much longer, here's my best advice. For nutrition, everyone needs to manage this differently. For the next 2 to 3 days, your food targets can be much more flexible, and truthfully, you don't need to track at all because the emphasis needs to be on doing what you need to do to get better. For many, this looks like more comfort food or carbs. For some, it looks like additional fluid and liquid carbs. And some people just don't feel like eating much at all. Listen to your body and do what you need to do to feel better in 3 days instead of being stubborn and just pushing through. That's nutrition. For training, this is optional as well. I know you want to keep up with it to tick boxes, but unless you have a hard deadline around what you're trying to accomplish, it doesn't make much sense to just complete some arbitrary plan. Now, if lifting makes you feel good and you're not putting anyone else in harm's way, go for it. But for many people, taking 2 to 3 days off, just get outside to walk and resume in a better place. And that's it, folks. Those are the best ways to boost your immune system in cold and flu season. Thanks, Dr. Mark. That was really helpful. Do you mind if I share this with any of my friends or family that are also sick? Yes, go for it. And if you loved all those tips, you're really gonna love this next video. Now that you have a better understanding of the science of immunity, check out this video I've linked up right here on the science of gut health. So make sure to check it out now, and I'll see you in the next video.